Mrs. Kate at the Library Whispers, and today I'm going to read to you a bedtime story. This is from a collection of stories by Hans Christian Andersen, 80 Fairy Tales. This book was sent to me by a very lovely subscriber from Denmark. So I have chosen to read to you The Snowman. Ooh, I'm creaking all over in this lovely cold weather, said the Snowman. I must say, the wind knows how to sting life into you, and that goggle eye over there, how does she stir? It was the sun he meant, which was just going down. She won't get me to wince. I can hold on to my bits all night. These were two large, three-cornered bits of roof tiles that he had for eyes. The mouth was part of an old rake, and so he had teeth. He had been born amid shouts of glee from the boys, and saluted with jingling of bells and cracking of whips from the sledges. The sun went down, and the full moon rose, round and huge, clear and lovely in the blue sky. There she comes again from another direction, said the Snowman. He imagined it was the sun appearing once more. I have cured her of staring. Now she can hang there and light me up to see myself. If I only knew how one sets about moving, I should so like to move. If I could, I would go straight away and do some sliding on the ice, as I saw the boys doing, but I don't know how to run. Be off, off, barked the old watchdog from his chain. He was a bit husky. He had been like that ever since he had lived indoors and lay close to the fire. The sun will teach you to run all right. I saw that happen last year to the Snowman before you, to the one before him. Be off, off, and off they've gone. I don't follow you, mate, said the Snowman. Will that creature up there teach me how to run? He was referring to the moon. Well, yes, she ran fast enough just now when I stared back at her. Now she's creeping up from another direction. You don't know a thing, said the watchdog. But there, they've only just stuck you up. What you're looking at is called the moon. The other, who disappeared, was the sun. She'll come back tomorrow and show you well enough how to run, right down into the pond. There'll soon be a change in the weather. I can feel it in my left hind leg. Such twinges. Yes, the weather's going to change. I can't make him out, said the Snowman, though I've a feeling that it's something unpleasant he's getting at. The one who stirred and went down, he calls her the sun. She isn't my friend either, I feel sure of that. Be off, off, barked the watchdog, turned round 3 times about himself and lay down inside his kennel to sleep. There really was a change in the weather. A thick, clammy fog settled down in the early morning over the whole neighbourhood. At break of day there was a light breeze. The wind was so icy cold that the frost got a firm grip. But what a sight there was when the sun rose. All the trees and bushes were covered with hoarfrost. It was like a whole forest of white coral. It was as if all the boughs had been smothered with glittering white blossoms. Thousands of delicate twigs that in summer are not to be seen because of all the leaves now stood out, every one of them. It all looked just like lace and splendid." The girl laughed and gave the snowman a nod. Then she tripped off with her friend across the snow, which crunched under them, as if they were walking on starch. "Who were those two?" the snowman asked the watchdog. "You've been here longer than I have. Do you know them?" "Indeed I do," replied the watchdog. "She sometimes pats my back, and he has given me a bone. I'll never bite them." "But what are they doing here?" asked the snowman. "They're sweethearts," said the watchdog. "They ought to move into a kennel of their own, and gnaw bones together. Be off, off." "Are these two just as important as you and I?" asked the snowman. "Well, you see, they belong to the family," said the watchdog. "It's true, no one can be expected to know much if he was born yesterday. That's clearly the case with you. Now, I possess age and knowledge. I know everyone here at the house. There was a time when I didn't have to stand chained up here in the cold. Be off, off." "But cold is delightful," said the snowman. "Do go on with your story, but don't keep rattling your chain. That upsets me." "Be off, off," barked the watchdog. "I was a puppy then, a sweet little thing, they said I was. There I lay indoors on a velvet chair, curled up on my lady's lap. I was kissed on the nose and had my paws wiped with an embroidered handkerchief. They called me the beautifulest, Ducky, Ducky, darling. But soon I grew too big for them, and they gave me to the housekeeper. I came down to the basement. You can see into it from where you're standing. You can see down into the room where I was lord and master, for that's what I was with my housekeeper. I dare say they were humbler quarters than upstairs, but it was more comfortable here. I wasn't bored and looked about by children as I had been upstairs. I got just as good food as before, and much more of it. I had my own cushion, and then there was a stove. That's the most glorious thing in the world at this time of year. I used to crawl right in underneath it till I was out of sight. Oh, I still dream of that stove. Be off, off." "Is a stove really so nice to look at?" asked the snowman. "Is it all like me?" "It's just the opposite of you. Coal black and has a long neck with brass collar. It feeds on logs so that flames shoot out of its mouth. You can keep beside it, close up or right under it. It's such a comfort. You must be able to see it through the window from where you are." And the snowman looked, and sure enough, he saw a shiny black polished object with a brass collar. Fire was gleaming out from below. The snowman had a strange sensation, a feeling he couldn't himself account for. Something came over him that was quite new to him, though people all knew it who are not snowmen. "And why did you leave her?" asked the snowman, for he felt that the stove must be one of the female sex. "How could you desert such a spot?" "Well, the fact is, I had to," said the watchdog. "They turned me out and chained me up here. I had bitten the youngest son of the house in the leg because he had kicked away the bone I was gnawing. A bone for a bone, I thought. But they didn't like it, and from that day I've been chained up and have lost my clear voice. Listen how hoarse I am. Be off, off." I must come in. I must nestle up against her, even if I have to smash the window. You'll never come in there, said the watchdog, and if you did reach the stove, you'd soon be off. I'm as good as off already, said the Snowman. I feel I'm breaking up. All day long the Snowman stood looking in at the window. At dusk the room became still more inviting. The stove shone so kindly in a way that neither moon nor sun can ever shine. No, but as only a stove can shine, when there's something in it. When the door was opened, the flame shot out. That was its habit. The Snowman's white face went flaming red and the pink glow spread right up his chest. It's more than I can bear, he said. How pretty she looks when she puts out her tongue. The night was very long, but not for the Snowman. He stood there with his own beautiful thoughts, and they froze till they crackled. In the early morning the basement windows were frozen over. They had the loveliest ice ferns any Snowman could ask for, but they hid the stove. The panes refused to thaw, so he couldn't see her. There was crackling and crunching. It was exactly the kind of frosty weather to delight a Snowman, but he was not delighted. He might and ought to have felt so happy, but he wasn't happy. He had stove sickness. That's a serious complaint for a Snowman, said the watchdog. I've had it myself, but I've got over it. Be off. There's a change in the weather coming. And there was a change in the weather. It turned to a thaw. The thaw increased. The Snowman decreased. He didn't say anything. He didn't complain. And that's a sure sign. One morning he collapsed. Where he had been standing there was something like a broom handle sticking out. It was round this the boys had built him up. Now I understand about his stove sickness, said the watchdog. The Snowman has a